In this video, I will show you how to use the peer-to-peer lending platform called Bondora. So as you know, I love peer-to-peer lending as a way to invest money. So it's basically just playing the role of a bank. So really lending money to a lot of people to actually have very little risk. And in exchange of you lending money to people, you will get some interest on it. So that's peer-to-peer lending. I love it as a way to invest my money because the yields are very high and you can really diversify your investments. And one great platform that I love in Europe is called Bondora. So it's actually the first platform I ever invested on for peer-to-peer lending. So in this video, I wanted to really take some time to show you how to use the platform. So we'll see how to actually create an account, like put some money on it to start investing, and also what are the different options to actually automate your investments on the platform. And finally, I will show you my results after some years actually of investing on the platform. And yeah, I will show you all of that inside the video. So right now we are going to go to my computer so I can really show you step by step how to use Bondora. So we are now on the Bondora website, so just at bondora.com, and from there you can actually either create an account if that's not done yet. So it's very simple. I would not actually go through the whole process, of course, because I already have an account on Bondora, but basically you just need to enter your email, enter some information about where you live, and you will be good to go and ready to invest. So what I will do instead of this is basically just sign in on my profile, and I will show you some information there. So of course I will not show you that in French, I will quickly switch that to English, but as you can see there are actually many languages available for Bondora, so it's quite cool if like English like me is not your native language. So what you will find here is like a dashboard of your investments. So we'll get to that later as I tell you about my results. But for now, let's go to actually what makes Bondora. And basically the first thing you will need to do if you want to invest is to actually put money on it. So for that, let's go over to here on Add Funds. And here you will be able to either deposit funds directly via Visa or MasterCard, via SEPA, transfer if you're in Europe, or via TransferWise. For example, if you are using a different currency than Euro, I really recommend using TransferWise here to avoid having some fees when you do the transfer. So once you have some funds, you basically have two options on Bondora. Actually, you have like four, but I will mainly tell you about two. So on Bondora, you cannot directly invest manually on loans. Okay, so that's a bit different compared to other platforms where you can actually invest manually. Here you have two main options. The first one that I actually use on Bondora because it has given me good results, or what I consider to be good results, is use the portfolio manager. Okay. And basically, that's a completely automated way to actually invest on Bondora. So it's basically just saying how much you want to invest at the start. So you can have your amount here, which is basically what I have left on my account. You can basically say for how long you want to invest. So this, of course, will determine if they invest in short-term loans or more like long-term. And then just say what's your level of risk, okay? So I'm in the middle here at balanced. If you put it here, it will more like invest in, safe and short-term loans. And here it will be like long-term and high-risk loans mainly, right? So I'm in the middle, and really this has given me some good results so far for the years I've been investing on the platform. So I'm quite happy with that. Another option that I really recommend that I will try out soon as actually on this platform is called Portfolio Pro. So it's basically the same idea of completely automating your investment, which I really recommend doing on peer-to-peer lending platforms. Here basically you kind of have also those presets, but you also set something here inside your account. So you can say in which country you want to invest, in which loan ratings you want to invest as well, the duration of the loans, and also the maximum investment per borrower, right? So what you put inside each loan. So you can also play with that, and it will actually give you some expected return based on what you choose here. So it's really a cool feature. I haven't had the time to try that already because, as I said, I got great results from the completely automated way to invest using the portfolio manager, but I'm really interested into trying this Portfolio Pro features as well. So that's another option. A third option will be to invest on the secondary market. Okay, so that's basically people that are selling loans that were in their portfolio, which you can also do, by the way. You can actually at any time go to investments. That's actually your current investments in my account, and I could actually sell any of those. So that's another way to invest on the secondary market. I don't really recommend it, especially if you are starting, because as you can see, there are a lot of bad loans on this secondary market. So that might not be the best way to start. And the last way that I wanted to mention, that's more for experienced users, is via the API. So they have an API where you can actually invest manually into each loan. But that's more advanced, and you need to build, your own application to do that. So it's not something I would recommend. At least if you are starting. So let's now quickly talk about my results on this platform. So there are a lot of different panels here where you can actually see how your portfolio did over time. And I will try to show you that here. So as you can see, I'm more like in the middle in terms of, like other investors. I'm not the best on the platform. I actually don't want to be, because I want to really reduce my exposure to risk, right? So I don't want to be like the best. I just want to have a nice return on my money. So that's basically my investment over time, okay? So I think that's the profit. So you can see it has always gone up. That's the account value. Of course, I put some, like chunks of money over time. So it's not just what I gain over time, right? This is the net profit here in green. So overall, I made nearly 5,000 euros on the platform since I invested. It's been like nearly 3 years now. And as you can see, the net return is nearly at 14%. So it's quite good. It went down over time. I think we can see that here. It was quite high at the start because I was using a bit more aggressive settings on the portfolio manager, but also I had some months where it actually went down. So I put a more conservative setting for the portfolio manager. Now it's around 14%. And even, if it was around 12%, like most of my other peer-to-peer lending investments, I would be really happy as well. It's still a very good yield on your investments. So that's basically the performances of my portfolio. So I'm really happy so far with Bondora. And, even if I invest also on other platforms, I'm definitely keeping, Bondora as a large part of my peer-to-peer lending portfolio. So basically, to sum up, that's it. Just put money, on your account, and I really recommend trying with quite low sums of money just to see how the platform is working for you. Then just automate your investments either using the portfolio manager, which I recommend at the start, or Portfolio Pro. And after that, just let it go, on autopilot. Maybe add some money from time to time if you want to reinvest, and that's basically it. Alright, so this was a video showing you how to use the Bondora platform, and also you saw some of my results on the platform. So I really recommend checking this out, trying out Bondora. I got great results on it, and even if I actually invested, also on other platforms now to diversify my investments, this was the first platform I ever invested in, so I still have one of the largest portion of my portfolio on the platform, at least at the time I recorded this video. and I really invite you to check this out. So I put a link just around this video. If you follow it, you will get to my website where you can actually learn more about how to invest on Bondora. So if you have any questions about the platform or about peer-to-peer lending in general, don't hesitate to ask for help by leaving a comment. That being said, thank you again for watching this video. I hope that it helped you, and I will see you in the next one.